Get on the train before it leaves the station. The truth train is coming, gonna run them down, run them down.
Hello there, folks. How you doing? It's a special little day here for me today. Because I like it when other people get involved and start, wanting to speak out about the case. And so today we get to talk about Fenn, my good friend, who was at Raleigh and was a big part of Mammothon and has been an outstanding supporter, Wrecking Crew member, and just phenomenal. And she's now starting her podcast, 80 More Things. And those of you who remember, she did leading into Raleigh and stuff. She was doing on Twitter every day. She was doing 80 more things, but she was each day doing one thing. So she went for 80 days, where she was talking about a new issue, 80 days. So that's where the name of the podcast comes from. And those of you who saw it, it was brilliant. And then those of you who also might remember at Raleigh, Denise Rainey had made this. It was like a display basically, and she had written out all the tweets, all the 80 things, right, onto little pieces, and had stuck them to this display and everything. It was really cool. It all derives from a Stacy Seabrook song, and in It Really Matters is the song that it comes from. And in it, Stacy says, I could go on listing things off, and then he says 80 more things, and because obviously he's not going to sit there and start rattling off in the song, but he says that, and so the 80 more things kind of caught on, and so Fenn used that and started her Twitter feed, essentially, where day by day she was going through. It was awesome. She's an outstanding supporter of Stephen and Brendan. Her and Julie Pompom, who is her co-host on this, they are, both very knowledgeable, very outstanding supporters, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun. The first show that I'm going to be putting the links down here for you, the first show is now, it's uploaded, it's available for you guys to go check out if you want. It's I think right now available in 3 different places, possibly a 4th one. But one of the first place that you can find it is Podbean. Podbean is the first place you can go to find Fenn's 80 More Things podcast. There's another one called Stitcher that does primarily podcasts. It has been approved by Spotify, although I think that it may be a day or two before it actually appears, but I'll leave that link in the info below anyway. And I believe we're waiting on Apple, so iTunes Apple Podcasts or whatever. So I think they're still waiting on approval for that. But when it does come through, I will get a link down below for you. But in the meantime, I just want to talk about it because I think this is brilliant. Because all of us, there's me, and there's all the other YouTubers like Allie and Casey and Laura, and just everybody, Millbilly, Rubber Ducky. So YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, they're all there's a presence there, right? But I don't know how much of a presence there is for supporters of Stephen and Brendan when it comes to podcasts, because the only ones I've been introduced to personally were some really nasty people that tried to act like they were tried to act as if they were unbiased, but totally betrayed themselves when they spent the first 20 minutes of one of their podcasts talking crap about Avery supporters and Avery and Dassey supporters. So once they had spent 20 minutes doing that, it pretty much showed exactly who they were. So I haven't seen a real strong, yet anyway, or at least I haven't been called to it. So I think it's great that we got, Fenn now putting out podcasts, because that's another thing people do. I mean, people will put on a podcast while they're doing mundane things like chores or whatever, or driving, or those sort of things, right? So there are a lot of people out there that will look for podcasts in that situation. There's a lot of people out there that will look for YouTube, right? So, I mean, as long as we get all of these things, where we're, creating a presence in all of these various areas, we are helping to get people informed and let them know, there's more to it. There's a lot more to it. It goes well beyond making a murderer. And so it's why I love this so much. I'm so glad that, Fenn has, stepped up to do this. I've just been in awe to watch all of the various friends of mine and Wrecking Crew members that have stepped up to the plate and have started to really take an active role, such as Linda K. Listening. You go check out her channel, guys. Denise Rainey, she's been uploading and doing lots of stuff. She's doing a lot of true crime content, but she's also doing a lot of, health-based kind of things lately, with trying to help people to deal with and come to terms with anxiety and stuff. My hat's off to her. So good job over there, Denise. We got so many people that have stepped up. Paul Capaldi being the original person who I asked, because he did one video. He wanted to talk about his email with Sheriff Herman, and he did one video. And that was going to be it. But I said, no, you should think about doing another one. And then once I got him to do another one and a third one, then there was no longer any question of whether or not he was going to continue making them. And it's been awesome to watch. It's been great to watch, because we get these very, very classy people who understand all of the various factors that are, part of this. It's sometimes difficult, obviously. When you have the victim's family and you have all these things, and now you have an instance where the state has now come out and said that they gave the family animal bones, and these situations are sensitive, and I'm so glad that there are more people stepping up, more classy people who want to deal and confront these topics, but with class and with compassion and those sort of things, and Fenn's definitely in that club, just like Capaldi, just like Denise, Linda, Allie Apperson, just so many people. But for me, it's when I start to feel down and stuff like that, I think about all the people that I see getting out of their comfort zones and uploading videos. Sharon Sunshine Young is another one, by the way. She's lately been getting out of her comfort zone, and she's starting to upload, and she's starting to put her face on camera, and she's starting to get comfortable on camera, essentially. So, I love it, the fact that people are beginning to kind of venture out of their comfort zones to do a little good for Stephen Brendan. And really, that fills me up more than anything. Alright, so the first episode is going to be Fenn and Julie Pom Pom, and they're going to be basically discussing just themselves, introducing themselves, discussing what brought them to the case and supporting Stephen and Brendan. And they talk about Mammothon, because both of them were a huge part of it. They were huge parts of it. And so they're going to be talking a little bit about Mammothon, memories of Mammothon, that sort of stuff. They're going to be talking about Raleigh, because both of them were at Raleigh and were part of all that. And so they're going to be kind of talking about these experiences that they've had since becoming supporters of Stephen and Brendan and that sort of stuff. And it's just an introductory podcast and to introduce her podcast, what it's about, her introducing her and Julie, and talking about some experiences that they've had since becoming supporters of Stephen and Brendan. So I hope everybody will tune in. Please go over there and check it out and give the podcast a listen. As I said, Podbean is the first place you can find it, but it will also it's been approved on Stitcher. It's been approved on Spotify, but I believe it's going to take a day or two to before it actually is there, before the link will work, I guess. We'll see. The link is down below. You can try it out if Spotify is your way, if that's the way you prefer. And then, like I said, I think we're waiting on Apple's podcast right now approval, but I feel confident that it's going to come through. It just may take a little bit longer. So that's where we're at. Please, everybody, go give Fen a look. Go give her a listen. Her and Julie, 2 fantastic supporters, and I am over the moon to see both of them stepping up and doing this. For those of you who are interested, I will be in episode 2 of Fen's podcast, which she will be updating, or she will be uploading sometime in the near future. Not exactly sure when, but then you can listen to us talk about wrongful convictions and the kind of earmarks to look for when you're looking at a potential wrongful conviction, the types of things that you'll see, So that's what we talked about. It was fun. We had a lot of fun. It's great talking with Julie and Fen. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys will all go over and check her out. Go click those links down below there, and let's show Fen our support. All right, guys. We'll see you. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe.